Good morning. My name's Frank D'Amato. Welcome to Living Therapy. Today I'm going to talk about the power of setting intentions. My intention is to not say fillers like, which I just did. And you saw that smile come across my face because I just became aware. So I'll talk more about that, but let's dive in. I'm going to try it again. Let's dive in. So, I'm going to do my best to, instead of using filler words, to pause and let there be some silence. Feels good to be aware of this. Feels I feel very much in the moment here. I just did it. Ding. The part of me caught. Bing. Or if it feels okay to you, ding. But I'm really way more interested in what's coming up in you. Ding. I'm noticing right now, in this moment, the challenge of I have a part of me that is being very mindful and watchful over the habit of fillers. And that is very challenging to feel natural and be mindful of that, which makes total sense, of course. And until this becomes a new practice, I will feel maybe awkward or self-conscious, and I just need to be willing to walk through that stage. I hope you'll walk through it with me and forgive me for feeling a little awkward, but it'll be better in the end for myself and for the people I come in relationship with. I think I'm going to share on this channel. I'm noticing I did really good at not using a filler there. That was an exact place I would have, but I didn't. I just paused and I let there be some silence. So I want to take that in and kind of relax into. There's also those modifier words, kinda. I want to relax into really feeling into that shift. That felt good. It was interesting. I only became really aware of it last night while watching back one of the videos I'd uploaded. And it was distracting to me how much I was using the word It was like I'm going to also stop using the word like and try to. It was every 3 words, it felt like, or at least once a sentence, maybe. I mean, a lot. If you look back at the video, it's a lot. Ding. And it's so interesting to me right now. What was that like? Ding. Using that filler word seems to be part of my processing. And how interesting can it be if I can slow this down even more to become aware of how I'm using that word to do that? I'd also like to talk a little bit about setting an intention. It's feeling really good right now, how I'm not using fillers. It feels really good. I feel like I am learning that pretty quickly. The little self-dinging process seemed to be working really well. So it does lead me to think about, this is one thing about my mind and how it works. I experience something and then I automatically almost begin to step back from it and look at it almost like the structure of it. And I depersonalize it from myself and I look at how it's working. Almost like listening to a song and then stepping back and looking at the song structure and the chord structure and like almost analyzing it, but not with such a hard agenda of analysis, just a curiosity. So in this case, I'm talking about my awareness of using a filler, and then some part of me looking at that and going, I want to improve that. I don't want to continue that behavior because I have a desired outcome of connection, and that mindless behavior will impede that. So I want to change that. The best way to approach change, because that's what this is all about in some way, shape, or form. This video, for me, this life, it's about change. And the reason why it's about change is because the universe, the Tao, is constantly changing. It's the nature of life. There are certain fundamentals, things that are kind of core there, but everything else pretty much is in flux all the time. And if I'm not in alignment with that, if I'm not okay with that, I'm going to have a rough time of this thing called life, because I'm essentially out of alignment with how the universe works to some degree. I almost used a filler, but I didn't. Yay. So I have to ding myself, but then also give a... this is behavior modification 1.0. Reward the good behavior. Punish, ding, the bad behavior that you don't want. Not my favorite type of behavior shifting, but can be effective for something small like this. So I'm going to step back. Oh, this video is getting really long, but I keep enjoying talking, which is why I'm here. So I'm not going to edit too much. Here is this thing I want to change. And the important piece, to me, the most important piece is setting the intention. I set the intention. I want to change this, and that really was really a soft change. But what that quickly shifted into, because if I get too agenda driven with I want to change it, I'm kind of stressing myself out, and maybe being critical and coming from this tense energy, which only inhibits being in the flow and actually changing. I have to shift to curiosity, and I shift into that really quickly, which is, I wonder how much presence, I wonder how much aliveness it will bring if I come on the video and do my best to be really mindful, to pause rather than using a filler. What would that be like? And I got this sense of like, wow, I would have to be really aware, and I love being really aware. That sounds fun. And so all of a sudden, this became play, right? Not a task, not something I was shaming myself for, but, this is something I get to play with and feel into and explore and pull apart. That's what I love. So my mind has an experience like what I'm having right now, and then immediately steps back and goes, I can see the framework of it. We set an intention. We shifted out of any sense of judgment or shaming myself. That happened almost immediately, but in the past that might have taken some work to shift out of. And we moved into play and how to make this playful. And now here it is. And I haven't had a ding in a while. It's pretty good. Ding! That was funny. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up now. If you didn't pause the video before to take a moment to check in, feel free to do so now. Ding. Feel free to do so here at the end of the video. But if you're watching, be nice if I heard a little from you. Okay. Have a great day. I'm not going to say anything more today.